Hello you guys, Sentinel Gaming here with another video today. And today I have C4 in Minecraft. As you can see, I tested it a lot in this giant hole over here. So it's not too big of a system. You could make it bigger if you want it to work slightly differently, but this basically makes it work too. So this is basically the C4. You could retexture it if you're actually going to use it in a resource pack, but yeah, I just place it down. It won't let me place it down here. Why is that? So I just place it down. Place it down. Place some more. Let's just place a lot of these things. You can place basically as many as you want. You just have to place them on top of blocks, because when you place them on the side, it just places it the block down there anyways. So then I select the detonator. It kind of lagged me there, but yeah, then it all goes boom. Pretty much. So the system here is actually, first I test for a ArmorStand. So if there are any ArmorStands in the world, this comparator will turn on. I don't know what the right pronunciation is. Sorry. I'm just gonna call it the comparator. But yeah, then it executes at that ArmorStand, set block at those exact coordinates, flower pot. So it basically puts the flower pot there at the exact same block, and then it will execute at that ArmorStand entitydata, and then it will at a ArmorStand within a radius of 100 blocks, it will turn invisible and no gravity. Now 100 blocks I did just because then I would be sure it worked. You could also put this to 1. It also works because otherwise, if you have any other ArmorStands in the area, they might turn invisible and have no gravity. If you want to know more about how to position ArmorStands and customize them like that, I did do a video on that, and it will be in the description below. Just like all the commands, even though sometimes I might take a while on doing that, but I'll try to be fast this time. And these two, what they're basically doing is anytime there's an ArmorStand in the world, this one turns on. But the problem is sometimes it won't turn off again, and when you place the second one, this one won't get reactivated, so it won't actually set a flower pot. So I've got this command block constantly setting this block to an unpowered comparator type 2. Type 2 basically means that it's facing south, and yeah, unpowered means that it's unpowered. So it gets powered, gets set back to unpowered, and basically reactivates every time, so that every single time it sets it back to a flower pot if there's an ArmorStand. Same I've done for this one. This is basically just unpowered comparator 2, but then for these coordinates, so that it doesn't just, because otherwise the first ArmorStand would be invisible and the second and the third and the fourth etc wouldn't be invisible, so that would be kind of stupid. This is by the way, the detonator system, which basically makes everything go boom from a distance with the detonator. And first I'm testing if ATP in a radius of 300 has their first item slot selected and has in that item slot a item with the name Detenator. And this is named Detonator. You could name any item Detonator and it would work. I could use an Eye of Ender, Book and Quill, basically any item in the game, as long as it's got the as long as it has the right name, it's just gonna work. So then I'm executing at the ArmorStand, summon PrimedTnt. So basically execute at E, type is ArmorStand, summon PrimedTnt at those exact coordinates, and because there's not a fuse on there, it's just gonna explode immediately. You can only see the TNT for like a frame or a split second, not long at all, and then it kills all the ArmorStands. If you don't want all the ArmorStands in your world to get killed, if you have other ArmorStands in the world that are important, you could just do execute at E, type is ArmorStand, kill at E, type is ArmorStand, so that you within a radius of 1 then, so that you only kill that particular ArmorStand or any directly adjacent to it. So those are some prevention things for that. Now you could also do this system 9 times, so that it doesn't matter in which slot you have the detonator, but it's basically just going to be the same commands. The only thing that's going to change is this going to be have to be a 1, and this going to have to be a 1, and then it will be for the second slot, and so on, 0 through 8. So yeah. And if you want, you could also, instead of this as in the Detenator, do the map system I used for the custom arrows, where you right click the map, becomes a filled map, it clears the filled map from your inventory, comparator turns on, and boom, it gets activated. So yeah, I used that in my last video with the custom arrows, so that will also be in the description below then, I guess, because I mentioned it. Just like all the commands, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see all you guys in the next one.